First step is to go ahead and turn on the Rampage Inducer until around round 7. And then you can also, in this time, go ahead and buy whatever weapons or wall weapons you want. I use a GS45s, but that's just my preference. Alright, go ahead and come out to the left here and pick up this lightning rod part. And then I want you to come inside here by the mystery box, shoot this horseshoe that's at the top of this doorway right here. You'll want to come to the top of the bridge here to go ahead and turn this cannon. Once you get this cannon fully rotated, as I'm going to go ahead and show here in this video, you can then go ahead and fire it, and it will go ahead and blow the front doors off of the castle as shown. I want you to go ahead and follow my path here and open up every door accordingly, and just go ahead, take my exact route, and it will lead you to Pack-a-Punch. So you just keep coming through these doors. You'll eventually come across Quick Revive, and right at this door right here in the very back that's lit up is the last door you'll need. Go ahead, open up this door. Once you get inside, you want to shoot the locks off of these hinges, and a Doppelgas will spawn. Take that out to get a crystal. Once you take out the Doppelgas, pick up this crystal, go ahead and put it in the crate, and Pack-a-Punch will spawn, and Pack-a-Punch whatever weapons you need. Come right behind Quick Revive and open this window to talk to Craft. And then as you talk to him, eventually you'll come across this purple flash. Once you get this flash, that means you can go ahead and start the Easter egg steps, and this is going to be the route I take. I want you to start shooting these little crystals at the top here. You'll see that you can sort of line these beams of light up. Once you get all of these lined up, and I recommend shooting them from where they're sort of pointing at. That's the easiest way to do this. And once you get all of them lined up and get in the special room here, it will point and you'll release this like medallion or whatever, but it'll just be for the light incantation, so you're going to need this. Go ahead and pick that up. I want you to place it down right here, and it will act as a soul box. So go ahead and kill as many zombies as you can, and it will fill this up, and then once you get enough souls, it'll make a sound cue and a kind of shake, and a chest will pop up. Now we're going to go ahead and get another lightning rod part, so go ahead and follow my exact path right here, and you'll come across this electrical box that you can throw a shock charge at or use dead wire, just like in Terminus, and it'll shoot out this lightning rod. Eventually, you'll get a bucket head zombie that spawns and will drop a stamp. Pick that up, go ahead and bring it right into this main hall area where all the knights are, and this is where you can start obtaining the swords. I recommend doing the Raven sword first and doing it at the end of a round.
Okay, what now?
Now come in this room and you'll look for sort of like a sculpture. You know, see there's my location there. I'm looking at all the locations of where these can spawn. It'll be like a little rock sculpture, and there could be more locations, I think, but you'll see it in there. Just keep looking and you'll find it. Go ahead and follow my path here, because we're also going to start the Raven incantation step by shooting this Raven. So come down by Pack-a-Punch, come into the sewer, and you're going to want to lower yourself, slide through this slide, and you'll eventually come across a Raven. When you do, you want to shoot that Raven off of its stand, like right there, and you'll come out, see it flying, shoot it out of the air, and it'll drop a Raven's talon. Go ahead and pick that up as well. Once you pick that up, follow my path right back down here. We're going to place the sculpture in here. This is where we start the Raven Sword step, and put the Raven Sword in. And now here is a little cheat sheet to unlock the code, and you can just pause that and do what you need to. But once you go ahead and enter that code, get correct, you'll see these little orbs here. You want to guide them into this hole, and they'll follow you in your player. It'll take 3 orbs each to sort of fill these up, and they'll move around as you see, and they will be placed down. And you want to go ahead and just keep on filling these things up, and once you get 3 in each one, you'll be ready to go. So here we're going to fill up this last one as you see, and it'll flash, get rid of all those orbs. Make your way down to the bottom here and wait. It will put itself back right where we started, and then once that orb goes in there, you want to interact with it, and it will go ahead and spawn out your Raven Sword. So the sword will just sort of fall down, and then it'll come right back up. As you see, you have now built your first sword, being the Raven Sword. Follow my direct path here as we are going to do the Raven incantation. So we want to open up this big door here, make our way down, and eventually we'll come across this little like pool area is what I like to call it. We'll go ahead, place that talon there. It'll act as a soul box again. Once you get enough souls, it'll fill it up and make a chest. Once you get your next stamp, go ahead and unlock the lightning sword. And once you have the sword, go ahead and weigh down by quick revive. Because when you get by quick revive, in this area is where the lightning rod, the last lightning rod part will spawn. It will spawn with a zombie, so it has to spawn. It typically comes in here, so just as you see there, pick it up. Once you have all 3 lightning rod parts after you killed that last zombie, bring him up to the top of this little bridge area and place him in this vase here to start the lightning step. When you're doing this step, try to only kill the purple-eyed zombies, as those are the zombies that spawn in due to the step and not regular round zombies, just so you don't end the round. Light strike your sword. Go ahead and strike the vase with the electrified sword. Do this 3 times to complete the step. Put the sword in, and then it'll spawn out your lightning sword. Then after this, go ahead and put yourself directly into the cannon, because it's going to shoot us out, and this is how we get our part for the lightning incantation. You'll get shocked by lightning here, and then once you land, look at both left and right, and you'll see a little storm cloud up here, and then this is where the little piece you'll need for the incantation will spawn. So as you see, mine's over here. Pick this part up, go ahead and bring it right back inside of the spawn. Place it down, and then we'll go ahead and collect the souls. Place it right where you see the souls go in there. I did forget to clip it. And then it'll finish, and it'll pop up the chest. As you see here, you go ahead and whack the chest with your sword to go ahead and unlock the incantation. Go ahead and use your next stamp on the fire sword, and you're going to want to get ahead and place it right where you see me go. You'll find this dragon statue right at the top of these steps. Place the fire sword in there, and this is how we start this step. You'll see 3 fires around the map. The first one will be here. You'll want to interact with the fire, and you're going to want to bring it right back to that dragon. And you'll get a little bit of a speed boost when you do this. And when you get to the dragon, interact with it to place the fire down. Do not release the flame. Interact only. That's where the second spawn will be. You want to go ahead, and as you see, you lose health. If you punch purple-eyed zombies while on fire, it will refresh your health, so keep that in mind, because you may need to do that once or twice on these runs to stay alive. So go ahead and place that second flame down. Third flame will be right outside spawn. Right here, pick that one up, and as you see, things get a little hectic for me here, and so I need to go ahead and punch the zombie to regain my health. So I miss here, and then I get it this time, thank goodness, because I did almost go down there. And you'll want to go ahead and bring this all the way back up to the dragon and place it down. Remember, do not release the flame or else it won't work. And now you got your fire sword. Now we're going to go ahead and do the fire incantation. You want to come to these 3 spots on the bridge here and throw either Molotovs or use your fire sword on them. Just light them up, and once you do this at these 3 locations as shown, it will spawn in a bunch of zombies and a doppelgast. And I'm going to go ahead and take my doppelgast right here by spawn. As you see, right when I take this doppelgast out, it'll drop this part that will be for the fire incantation. So you want to go ahead and you want to pick that part up and bring it right where I show you. So you're going to want to come right up here. You're going to want to place it down, and again, it's just going to be another soul box. Fill that up, and then once it's done, you want to whack the chest with your sword, and that will open it up. Just the same process, rinse and repeat. Now on the last and final sword, the lion sword, you'll see these glowing parasites pop up. Once you see those, go ahead and whack them with your sword, and your sword will glow, and you want to go ahead and follow my exact route to this door here, and you want to whack the door, and you want to do this, and go ahead and do this 4 times. Once you do this 4 times, the door will be lit up. Interact with it, and the little lion on the door, the eyes will glow if that is a lion. Take you in here, place the sword down, these symbols will pop out, shoot them in this exact order as follows, and it will go ahead and give you your free lion sword. So go ahead and see these last 2 symbols here, shoot it, and you got the lion sword. And don't forget to go ahead and hit this box from earlier with the lion sword. Now you want to go into this room here and pick up these pages. You'll see these pages, they'll be glowing with the red symbol on them. They'll be pretty easy to spot, so just look around, you'll find them. Trust me, it will not be very hard to spot at all. Once you get all 4, you can also come to the spawn area and see these little urns in here. At the bar, you want to go ahead and interact with all these, figure out the symbols, and they'll have Roman numerals on them as a certain order. You want to memorize the order of the symbols, come to this wall, and you want to melee macchiato it to open up the wall. You'll see these symbols here, and you want to shoot the symbols in the order that the urns showed. And so as you see here, I put those in. I did not show all the urns. That was my mistake, but they're all in there. You could find them no problem. But once you shoot them all in the correct order, this red orb will come out and it'll open up this little book. Place those 4 pages we collected earlier down, and it'll give us an order of traps that we need to do. Once you do these traps in order, you'll see that the pages will, lose the glow, and I'll show that you're doing the traps in the right order. So keep doing these traps that match the symbols that's shown until you get down to your last one. Your very last trap, by the way, will always be in the same room. So really just memorizing the first 3 is the main thing you need to do. So as you see, this is where my last trap is before my 4th and final one. So as soon as I get these done, the trap will put her out. That's a sign that you've completed it. Go ahead, and this room is where the last trap will always be. So once you finish it, the little red orb will start to float up, and it'll come to this wall. So I popped an aether shot here so I could show you guys. It'll come to this wall and reveal the order of the weapon and specs that you need to do on your knight statues. So here I got fire, lion, lightning, raven. So that's the order in which I need to do this. So, and all your incantations will be here in the spawn room, or not the spawn room, the night room, so it is no trouble doing this step. So as you see, when we're on the lion step, you grab the incantation, and you want to, use the incantation first, then inspect right after. Do this 4 times in the order that the wall shows, and you'll see that all 4 knights will start glowing, and they will shoot these beams of light out, and it'll start spawning this mystic orb. And once this orb gets all the way down, you want to pick that up, and we're going to start our elemental challenges. So pick this orb up, and I forgot to show you which slot I placed it at, but I'll go ahead. It's right up opposite of Vulture Aid, and I'll show you it when I go to pick up the orb. But go ahead and run through all these little green orbs that you see. Just run through them, and this is how you do this elemental challenge. As you run through them, it'll act as like a soul box. You go ahead and pick it up there once you're done. Place it down. This is a fire one. You're going to place it there. You got to get fire kills. So either use fire incantations or Molotovs and get those done. This is where the Raven one will be, so go ahead and do it down here. Get dark incantation kills or Raven sword kills using your actual element ability. So go ahead and get your Raven kills here. That's a sign that that step's done. And then last but not least, we got the lightning. So go ahead and get lightning kills. Once you get that done, you'll have all 4 elemental challenges complete. Go ahead, take this orb and bring it right back to where we found the order of the weapon and specs that we need to do. And you're going to want to go ahead, place this orb right down on the wall, and then it will sort of reveal us to the owl. And so this door will open up. Once this door is fully open, you can go inside, activate the ancient mystic recording, and so once you activate that, it will start like a little dialogue from the owl itself. But you can just go ahead, you can pick up the guardian key, and then once you have the guardian key, I would recommend getting legendary rarity weapons fully packed, and then still have some money left over for ammo. So keep that in mind. But once you get that, go ahead and place the key right down by the guardian, right outside or right inside spawn, and then it'll start the boss fight. In this boss fight, I recommend running the Aether Shroud and using the good old-fashioned sword combo on the boss. As you see here, go ahead and break off those armor plates. Keep doing this, and this is a normal 3-phase boss fight. I can't really guide you too well on just how to do this. It's just kind of, bust off the armor pieces and shoot as necessary until you get this boss fight done. But that is the Easter egg for you guys, so I hope you guys enjoy, and let me know if this guide helped you, and if you want to see more guides, and hopefully they get a little bit more in-depth as I go.